Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Tana here, and today I'm going to be bringing y'all the best PvP and PvE tier list that you'll ever need for Jujutsu Infinite. As I'm recording this video, the date is 12/28/2024, so this is not going to be outdated. The game just released, bro, and this is going to be the best tier list that you guys are going to need. So I'm going to actually break this video up into two parts, guys. I'm going to break this up into the PvP tier list and the PvE tier list, and to find out the timestamps, go into the description. I'm going to leave the timestamps down there if you want the PvE or the PvP tier list, guys. And if you guys do find this video enjoyable or informational, please make sure to subscribe, as it does help out a ton, and I'm trying to reach higher goals. If you guys do enjoy the video as well, make sure to like, make sure to join my Discord, linked in the description, if you have any questions or concerns, man. And I'll catch you on the next one, bro. Peace, man. Alright, guys, so like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna leave timestamps in the description that you guys can go to for the PvP and PvE ones. This one, guys, this is gonna be the PvP one. If you want to see the PvE, excuse me, go into the description to the timestamps. Now, guys, starting off with soul manipulation. Now, the thing with soul manipulation is that the way that you're gonna be using it to kind of, like, I guess combo in a sense, is you're gonna have to build up stacks. And sure, it has some good moves, but at the end of the day, it's not really the best, but it's not the worst, but it is kind of mid. So that being mid, it's just going to be in B tier. This is also probably going to be the same place for PvE, but we'll get into there. So Infinity, guys. Infinity probably is one of the strongest innates for both PvE and PvP. It is really well balanced with its damaging. Red Transmission is probably one of the best moves in the game because it is very quick and very just kind of unreactable in a sense. You can catch your opponent off with a ton of stuff. 6 Eyes Maximum is really good, and also Hollow Nuke is also insanely good for PvE, but at the same point we have to think of this from a PvP standpoint. Even then, in a PvP standpoint, this reigns supreme over a lot of these on the list, so just for that I'm going to be giving it an S tier. Now, just like we were saying with reigning supreme over a bunch of them, we have Star Rage here. The thing with Star Rage, guys, is that the damage that you can do with Star Rage is absolutely insane, man. I've been seeing, now this is the same thing with Infinity. Star Rage is literally good for basically anything in this game. You can use it for PvP, you can use it for PvE. The domain expansion on Star Rage is broken. You get max mass and you can just spam all your moves. Along with Star Rage, the black hole, sorry about that, the maximum on it is alright, I guess you can say. It's not the best. It's kind of like Jacob's Ladder in a sense, where it's okay, but are you going to use it over, let's say, 6 Eyes Awakening? Probably not. Does that mean that it is a bad it's a bad innate? Not at all, bro. So I'm going to be giving this a rightful S tier. And the reason why, you guys are going to be saying, oh yeah, of course he's putting two special grades in S tier. I mean, guys, listen. I'm not trying to be biased right now. This is the most unbiased thing I can do. But if you guys, if you guys have Star Rage, if you guys have Infinity, then take this with a grain of salt, okay? Now, moving on to Blood Manipulation. Now, Blood Manipulation has some good moves, like Bloodbind and stuff like that, but then it also has some weak ones. I mean, I know Blood Disc is actually a pretty good combo extender at the same point. It can bait out a lot of vents and stuff like that, and Bloodbind is also a really good combo starter, but at the same point, it does fall short on a couple of the moves and its damage. So for that, I'm also going to be giving it a B tier. Boogie Woogie. Now, with Boogie Woogie, a bunch of the moves on it are going to be kind of like get out, escape moves, and like kind of like supporting moves, because that's what Boogie Woogie is. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to rate this pretty low, so it's going to get a D. It's not bad at all, though. Now for Hikari, man. Hikari probably has one of the strongest base kits in the game for PvP and PvE combined, bro. And it's just absolutely just, God, yeah, Closing Curtains is a free combo extender. The domain expansion on gambling on Hikari, as we all know, is just insanely stupid. The moves on Hikari as well do pretty good damage, but the main seller on this is mainly the combo extenders and the domain itself, bro. And just for that, I'm going to be giving it S tier. I mean, dude, it deserves S tier, man. Now, Judgment. I haven't really played around with Judgment that much, but when I did used to play around with Judgment, I felt like it was kind of underwhelming, especially for Judgment. The thing about its domain, though, is that its domain is actually extremely good. If you win the RNG Rock, Paper, Scissors, you get the Executioner Sword. The domain, basically, for me at least, kind of carries it. I mean, you can call it a carry innate, I don't really know. But just like the rest of these, it's kind of just mid, so I'm going to have to give it B tier. Yes, it is also going below Blood Manipulation. Ratio. Now, see, the thing with Ratio is that it's not good and it's not bad. It has a bunch of strong moves, but at the same point, just like most of these on the list, it also is very weak in some places. So just for that, I'm going to be giving it C tier, man. Straw Doll. Now see, Straw Doll is also really good when it comes to combo extenders, because I know there's a couple of things you could do. I think you could do resonance into something else. I don't remember the exact combo though. If I do, post editing Tana, put it on screen now. But yeah, so Straw Doll kind of just falls into the category of ratio, where it's good in some points, but at the same point it's also held back by a lot of its weaknesses. So at the same point, I'm just gonna give it C tier. Now for construction and tool manipulation, I feel like we both can just, you know, put that. And matter of fact, I can just go back here and put cloning here. And yeah, so hydrokinesis is a very solid PvP innate. Now the reason I say that is because you can stack on a ton of debuffs. You can also just stack a bunch of damage. The domain isn't even that bad on it. Some people say it's underwhelming. I think it's actually perfectly fine. I feel like it's pretty balanced, especially in the state that we're in the game right now. So for that, personally, I'm just gonna put it A tier. Same with Volcano. I mean, Volcano, yeah, same with Volcano. I mean, Volcano is A tier. I forgot that this is a PvP tier list. So yeah, Volcano for me personally is, well, actually, Volcano for me, if it's PvP oriented, I haven't really, I'd put it B. I'd definitely put it B. Volcano is definitely a B thing. Now, Curse Queen. Curse Queen has its ups, its downs. I mean, just like we talked about, Jacob's Ladder just got recently added. The move is insanely, it's pretty good, single hit. It's, you know, it's really good. It shreds through enemies' HP. The domain is also pretty good as well. But I mean, also at the same point, the domain is kind of lackluster because, I mean, you can use your own moves in it, but then you also have the domain where you're picking up the random moves and stuff like that, and it kind of combo extends into other moves you might have in the kit. But at the same point, it does also fall weak into some places. I wouldn't put it on the same level as Star Rage, but at the same point, Rika's moveset is also pretty good, strong, so I definitely put it like a very high A to a low S. But I feel like that belongs there as well. Curse Speech. Curse Speech is just very underwhelming as an innate, in my opinion. So I'd just put it C tier, honestly. Not really much to be said on it. Soul Manipulation. Oh, wait. Oh, we have a duplicate. Okay, now Blazing Courage, same thing with Boogie Woogie, and then Blood Manipulation, we already put those there. So this is going to be the PvP tier list, as you guys can see. I've had all my reasoning stated in the video. Now guys, we're going to be moving on to the PvE tier list, so let's get ready for that. So guys, just like you might have heard in the PvP segment of this video, a bunch of these innates are actually really good for being kind of dual sorted in a sense, good for both PvP and PvE. Now Soul Manipulation isn't going to be one of those things. Like I said, unless you're building up the stacks, it's not going to be good. Yes, it is still better than, you know, most of the commons and stuff like that, but it is not that good. Now, Star Rage is going to be an S tier. The amount of damage you can do and the amount of stuff that you can do with mass buildup, especially in domain, you can just spam on bosses. It is insanely good, man. And also at the same point, just chance as well, dude. The chance on the moves are insanely OP for PvE. Now, moving into the commons, obviously, the commons are going to be doing that much. Blazing Courage isn't going to be doing that much. Soul Manipulation, we've already done that, so can I, like, put this? Oh, I can. Okay. Same with Construction. Now, Boogie Woogie, just like I said beforehand, it's not really going to be doing that much in PvE. I mean, you can save your teammates with it, I guess, if you just want to play full support, but at the same point, it's just not really that good. Same with mainly, like, Ratio and, like, Straw Doll. Like, I mean, like, you're not really going to be doing that much. Same with Judgment as well. I mean, Judgment is still going to be a lot better than the commons and, you know, the rares and stuff like that and the uncommons, but at the same point, it does fall flat. Judgment is a very more PvP oriented innate, I'd say, personally, so I'd have to put it in C. Same with Blood Manipulation as well. I'd definitely put it, you know, C tier. Infinity, like I said before, I could have been glazing it, but at the same point, it is still going to be an S tier when it comes to PvE, guys. I mean, with the Hollow Nuke and with the amount of damage stack you can get on it with combos of different innates, bro, it just goes absolutely crazy. Now, Curse Speech, D tier. I mean, it's just simple. Now, Volcano is easily going to be an S tier, guys, for PvE. It is absolutely insane the amount of damage you can stack on that with Molten Chamber and Eruption, dude, especially with the rest of these. Same with Hydrokinesis. Hydrokinesis, I'm personally going to put in S tier for PvE, and let me explain why. The debuff stacking that you can do with this and just stack it into the rest of your innates is actually insane, bro. And the amount of damage and the amount of just moves you can throw out with Hydro is insanely good. Now, Curse Queen. Curse Queen is going to be a very solid innate for PvE, but at the same point it does fall flat on a couple of things. Ghastly Fist does end up kind of messing up your boss phases because of the stun, and it messes up a tiny bit of DPS, but at the same point a bunch of that stuff is very negligible and you can kind of just put it aside. But for me personally, I'd put it in A tier. Now Hikari is going to be our next S tier, man, and let me actually I'd definitely put Hikari above Infinity. And the reason why I'd put Hikari above Infinity is because when you pop your domain, you basically just beat up a bunch of mobs and you get invulnerability. And in that invulnerability, you can just stack on all your debuffs, all your moves, all your stuff like that, be invulnerable, do a crap ton of DPS to the boss or the mobs or whatever you're fighting, the investigation, whatever you're in, and it just goes insanely well, man. And guys, just like I said before, this is going to be the PvE tier list. The one beforehand was the PvP tier list. These are going to be the finished tier lists, bro. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about them. If you guys would change anything about these, what your thoughts are, leave them all in the comments down below. And if you guys did find this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe, as it is free and it helps out a lot. Make sure to like the video if you did enjoy. Join my Discord down below if you have any comments or concerns with the video. And I'll catch you on the next one, bro. Peace, man.